What not to do during a panic or anxiety attack. Welcome back to Anxiety Makes Me Poop. Happy Sunday if you're listening. Again, amazing. We're over 300% in listeners. We're in the green. We're in the plus. We've had the busiest month, February of 2025, of people listening. So really appreciate you being here. So we're going to tackle what not to do when having a panic or anxiety attack. You know, the things we think will help, but actually make things way worse. But before we get into the funny stuff, because we're going to talk about this stuff lightheartedly, because everyone reacts to panic or anxiety attacks different. We're going to get serious just for a second and talk about the difference between the two, because yes, they are different. A panic attack. So, you know, people throw these terms around like they're interchangeable, but actually they are two different beasts. And so I just want to kind of touch on that really super quick. And again, it feels different for everyone. Reach out to a therapist, reach out to a life coach if you need help controlling panic attacks or anxiety attacks, or you just don't know what else to do. So first, a panic attack comes out of nowhere. 1 second you're fine, the next you're convinced you're dying. Okay, all of a sudden it's just like, wow, 1 second. It feels physical. Your heart starts racing. You have a shortness of breath. You're dizzy. You're sweating. You have chest pains. Hello, WebMD says you're having a heart attack, and count your days, okay? It usually peaks in about 10 minutes, but feels like an eternity. There's no real buildup. It just hits you like a freight train. I literally just had that happen 3 Fridays ago. I think what happened was we were eating this dip, and we put a little too much like sodium in it, too much flavoring in it, and I was eating it, and then I was actually it was a few more than a few weeks ago, because we were taking down Christmas decorations, and all of a sudden I felt like within a second I was like, wait, can I not swallow? Like, am I like, what's going on with my throat? Is my throat closing up? And I got this wave, and then of course it caused this panic attack, and I looked at my daughter. I said, I think we have to call the emergency. Something's going on. Well, it just ended up being a panic attack. I don't know why it came on. I feel like maybe it was because of a result of a really rough week. I was upset that morning, and then I had maybe too much sodium, and my whole body just went panic mode. So maybe that's an example of a panic attack that you have. An anxiety attack builds up over time, which if you're listening, you might have this happen. So it starts as stress, and it slowly snowballs into a full-blown doom. It feels more mental. Okay, so a panic attack is physical. Racing heart, shortness of breath, dizziness, sweating, chest pain. Panic. Anxiety attack feels more mental, like worrying, overthinking, worst-case scenarios playing on the loop in your brain. It definitely still sucks. It usually, now I just say this usually because everyone is different, comes with a I'm going to pass out right now level of symptoms. Usually the panic attacks. Can you have both at the same time? Yeah, definitely. I've had them. I've had a buildup, and then I've had a panic attack at the end. And it was a combination. Don't tell me otherwise, because yes, I've had both in, 1 day, 1 week, 1 second. So now that we've cleared that up, panic attacks are physical, anxiety attacks might be mental. Let's move on to what not to do when you're in the middle of any of these. Okay, so what not to do when you're having an attack. Try not to logic your way out of it, telling yourself there is no reason to feel this way, everything is fine. It doesn't help. If it did, we wouldn't be here right now, would we? No, we wouldn't. Anxiety doesn't listen to logic. It just hears, we're panicking, cool, let's panic harder. And then you may go into a full-blown panic attack, right? So you have the buildup of mental, and then you might have the physical panic attack. So don't do that. Everything is not fine. Your body is reacting for a reason, and that's okay. What is the reason? Take deep breaths, do what you need to do to calm yourself and to relax, and then go on. Number 2, don't get mad at yourself. Don't shame yourself. Don't be like, oh, great, another panic attack. This is so stupid. I'm so stupid. Don't do that. Shaming yourself has always been a solid coping mechanism, right? No, it's not. Your body is already in full freak out mode. Don't add guilt to the mix. It's like throwing gasoline on an anxiety fire. Don't do that. You're not stupid. It's not just another panic attack. There's reasons. Don't get mad at yourself for having one. Don't hyperventilate on purpose. It sounds ridiculous, but sometimes we lean into the panic. Like, let's just see how bad this can get. Excuse me. Nope. Stop. Breathe slowly, intentionally, or you'll end up gasping like a fish out of water, and you don't want that to happen. If you feel a panic attack coming on in those couple seconds, deep breath, walk around, try to find your calm. Don't beat yourself up, and don't hyperventilate if you can try not to. Don't do it on purpose. Slow your breathing. Don't Google symptoms. Number 4, 1 minute you're having an anxiety attack and 5 minutes later you're convinced you have 6 rare diseases and 12 hours to live. Step away from WebMD. Okay, step away. Number 5, don't start planning your funeral, please. We want you here. If you ever thought this is it, this is how I die during a panic attack. Okay, I absolutely did that during that time that we were taking down the Christmas decorations. I truly thought that I was dying because my throat felt like it was closing up. It's just anxiety. It's your body and your mind being dramatic. Don't start planning your funeral. We need you here. It's not how you're going to die, but you have to calm your breathing. Number 6, don't run away from it. You can't outrun a panic attack. Again, I can't read my words. You can tell I get up in the middle of the night and start typing and writing. Believe me, we've all tried. You could be in the middle of Tarjay, suddenly feeling like you need to flee the scene, but where are you even going? I used to go to the bathroom all the time. I would just be like, you know what? I got to go use the bathroom, and I'd go find a bathroom. And by the time I got to the bathroom, I was calmer because I would just find something else to do. But you're just bringing anxiety with you. Just stay put and breathe. Like, I obviously didn't handle it very good. Doesn't matter where you're at. Just breathe. Another thing, which maybe some of us do because we just are tired from being in the mental state or having the panic attack, don't chug a triple shot espresso. Like, I'm feeling shaky, my heart is racing, I'm a little foggy, maybe a coffee will help. Oh, honey, no. Caffeine and anxiety are like 2 chaotic toddlers feeding off each other's energy. Drink some water. Drink some water. As I sip on my coffee this morning. Guilty. Don't look in the mirror and analyze your face. Have you ever stared at yourself mid-panic attack and thought, why do I look weird? Why am I pale? Are my pupils? Don't do it. You're not helping the situation. Again, you're bringing gasoline. Looking in the mirror while panicking is like watching a horror movie staring at you. Right? Don't do it. Don't do it. And don't ask someone if you look okay, because if they hesitate for even a second before saying yes, game over, your brain will run with it. Oh my God, I look awful. I must be dying. This is real. It's happening. Don't reach out to anybody. Don't look in the mirror. Breathe. Are you getting the trend here? Breathe. So what do you do instead? We've already talked about this, but we're going to go through it again because I feel like almost every day if you have anxiety or if you suffer from panic attacks, you need this, all right? So now what do? Remind yourself, this will pass. No panic attack lasts forever. It absolutely feels like it. No one's telling you otherwise, but it doesn't. Tell yourself, I've been here before and I survived every time. Let's remind you of the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique. Gosh, I love this. I just did it yesterday. I was so upset about something that came through on a work email on a Saturday that I started pacing my house, wondering what was going to happen, why I had to worry about this on a Saturday. And I thought, nope, I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to respond on Monday, and I'm going to go do the grounding technique while I'm walking. Name 5 things that you can see and describe them in your mind or out loud if you're by yourself. Look around. 5 things that you can see and describe them while breathing slowly. Name 4 things that you can touch. Is it the chair you're sitting on? Is it the carpet under your feet? Is it the glasses on your face? Is it the clothes? 4 things that you can touch. Is it your coffee cup? Is it your water? Name 3 things that you can hear. birds. My heat is on. My Roomba is upstairs making a whole bunch of noise. 3 things that you can hear. How about 2 things that you can smell? I'm cooking for Sunday dinner. And then I can also smell the outside because I just had the door open for a minute to shake out some rugs. 2 things that you can smell. And then 1 thing that you can taste or your favorite taste. Focusing on your senses can trick your brain into calming the heck down. Breathe like a normal human. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold it for 4 seconds. Exhale out of your mouth for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Repeat this until your brain stops screaming. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 grounding technique. 5 things you can see. 4 things you can touch. 3 things you can hear. 2 things that you can smell. 1 thing that you can taste. And breathe. Move your body around. Go for a slow walk. Stretch. Shake it out. Just don't run like a maniac down the street. I mean, unless you're a runner, that's fine, because you can't escape anxiety. You have to breathe and move your body. Maybe you could put something cold on your face. Your vagus nerve, it's the anxiety regulator, loves a good shock. Splash your face with cold water. Hold an ice cube. Stick your head in the freezer if you want. It sounds weird, but it actually does work. I've done that before. I've splashed water on my face. Make something fun about how ridiculous anxiety is, if you can. Anxiety is like an overprotective parent that sees 0 danger, but still yells, "We're all going to die," right? That's anxiety. Calling it out for being dramatic can actually help you power it away. Take the power away from it. Just think to yourself, this is ridiculous. I'm not stupid, but anxiety is ridiculous. We're not all going to die. This is not a catastrophe. You're just an overprotective parent. I'm going to walk away. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to do my grounding exercise. So listen, panic and anxiety attacks are terrifying. No one's saying otherwise. They're not dangerous as long as you take care of yourself. You've survived every single one so far. You're going to survive the next one. Hopefully there's not a next one. Next time your brain starts acting like it's doomsday, step back, breathe, laugh at how ridiculous anxiety is if you can. Don't laugh and call yourself stupid because that's not it. You are absolutely going through something. Take care of you. Take care of each other. I'll talk to you next time.